Hi, what are you here for today? Hair growth treatment? Okay, I can help you with that. No shame, no shame. Luckily for you, a spot just opened up, so I'm able to squeeze you in today. Great, yeah, there's absolutely no reason to feel ashamed for struggling with your hair length. I mean, me personally, I want a way to make my hair more full because it used to be and I ruined it, and everyone has a reason for their hair journey and you can't blame yourself for struggling with your hair, and it's not easy. You know, we don't control everything. Some things are just genetic and we find a way to work around them, and luckily for you I can help you work around them. Yeah, no, seriously, do not worry about it. So a big part of that is trimming your hair when necessary. That way breakage doesn't lead to our hair staying the same length. And also, on top of that, having a good hair routine to get ourselves in the habit of bettering our scalp and overall hair treatment, okay? Great, so I'm just going through some products with you today and massaging your head and doing a bunch of things to help you kind of get in the way of doing your hair well, okay? Great, so I'm just going to quickly put on some gloves and inspect that scalp. Anything I should know beforehand? Itchy head, slight itchiness, okay. Hopefully you don't have lice. I will take a look for that too, but let me just see. I see. So, I think you may have dandruff. Yeah. Have you ever seen, like, little specks come out of your hair? Like, almost like little pieces of like Parmesan cheese or something that could just kind of look like dust. Here, let me see if I can find a piece for you. Like this. You have, okay, yeah, so that is dandruff. Luckily for you, just massaging your head as I tell you this. Luckily for you, that is something that can be dealt with just some shampoo from any store, really. Just look up dandruff shampoo. There's millions. Yeah, so you're good. Any of those should be fine. Immediate recommendations, Head and Shoulders is pretty good. So, yeah. Okay. It also must feel nice to massage your scalp because it is itchy, right? Yeah, so there is a reason I'm doing this outside of just massaging you. Stimulating your scalp actually stimulates hair growth. So, do you have pretty oily hair? Okay, yeah, so try not to do this too frequently if you have oily hair. But if you don't, do it honestly whenever you can. This stimulation of the scalp basically reminds your hair to grow. Yeah. Okay. And it is relaxing. But if you have oily hair, just do this before you shower. That way, the oil buildup doesn't cause you any scalp irritation. Yeah, my sister has dandruff, but she has the most luscious, thick hair in the entire world. Yeah, so don't worry. It's really just whoever. It's not because you're not taking care of yourself well. It's just some people have it, some people don't. That's okay. I don't really struggle with dandruff, but she does. But she has the thick hair that I don't have. So, but that's why I do what I do, because I'm very passionate about hair. So, the first thing I'm going to help you with today is I'm going to do this thing called an oil treatment, okay? So what that means is I'm going to put a bunch of different types of oil that you yourself can buy and put in your hair, okay? So whenever you look up anything to do with hair growth, they're always going to tell you rosemary oil, okay? And I love using rosemary oil. I do this scalp treatment before I take a shower frequently, and what you do is you just put the oil all over your hair strands and near your scalp. So, just going to put some of this on my hand really quickly. Okay, I'm just going to brush that into your hair, okay? Just putting that in, dragging it down to your ends. Doing a great job. How was your week been? That's good. Yeah, I'm seeing friends. Yes, I've been traveling, seeing my online best friend, who's honestly, I say online, but she's really just my best friend. So very excited. Oh, that's fun. Yes. You've done a hair treatment before? Well, that's good. You actually came to my clinic. I did not know that. Well, welcome back. You thought it worked last time? That's good. Okay. Great. So, other than rosemary oil, I also put coconut oil at the ends of my client's hair. And this basically prevents damage at the end of our hair. So, just get some of this. Great. Okay, and now right at the ends. Very good. Very good. Now the other side. Very good. Okay. So, the next oil that I'm going to do is this, but it's not entirely the oil that I'm referring to, but it's argan oil, and that's very good for you. And this, honestly, this in particular, this product, I'll put in my hair throughout the day, whenever I feel like my hair doesn't look clean. I'll put this in, and it's really amazing. So I'm just going to and quickly get this in your hair, okay? I want to just brush through your hair, so just going to and I have a special type of brush. Usually you should not be using a harder brush on old hair, but luckily for you, I have a special type of brush. Sorry, people often tell me I have an RBF or that I look sad. I remember when I was in high school, people would always be like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'd have to be like, "Yes, I'm fine." Just focused. Or when I'm focused, I do this thing where I'll go like, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Okay, now the other side. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so those parts of your hair are a bit tougher. And before we do the final oil, this is where I'm going to cut your hair, okay? So, where is, okay, perfect. I think some of that oil is dripping on your face. So, before we do the last one, I'm just going to wipe some of that oil from your face because it does drip down a little. So hold still, okay? Sorry about that. Just have to get that for you. I think I finally got it off. So now now that your hair is all nicely brushed through, before I add the final oil, I'm just gonna cut your hair for you, okay? Just gonna cut. Get ready. Just trimming the edges for you. And anything that I think is a dead end, do not worry. I will not be getting rid of your length. Hold on. I'm going to take my gloves off for this because I think I can be more precise without them. Okay, so let me just. Seeing if your ends are good is quite the difficult task because I don't want to remove any of your length, but I sometimes do, depending on how far up the dead end goes. Like, I actually, surprisingly, don't have any dead ends on this piece of hair that I was just looking at. I wanted to find you an example. Sometimes your hair isn't growing, not because of what's up here, but because of your ends, and your ends breaking off, which isn't allowing your hair's length to change. Like, I have a 3-way breakage on this piece of my hair, which you probably can't see, but all I'm doing to you is just snipping it off like that. So you don't really notice the difference, but it's going to help your hair in the long run, and you yourself should kind of look every once in a while and try to just cut it off yourself, because that's what causes our hair not to grow, because it keeps breaking off at the ends. So okay, great. And now for the last oil, I'm going to use just on your ends. It's called castor oil, and people use this on their eyelashes and eyebrows a lot, but you can also use it on your hair. Not too much though, that's why I do this at the end. You cannot have as much castor oil on your hair as the other ones because this is not made for your scalp. This I can only have because this is my job. What you should get though is the rosemary oil. Very good. You should use that at home and do this treatment every time before you shower, depending on how frequently you shower. Okay, so let's just okay, and I'm just going to just drop drop some of this onto your hair, okay? Okay. And that will just seep in, and you should be all done. Now, your job is to go home and take a shower. Just do your regular routine. Oh, before you go home, get that dandruff shampoo. And when you go home, use that shampoo to wash the oil out of your hair. Okay, so you're going home with a fresh cut, oiled up hair, and healthier hair. And purchase those products that I mentioned, except the castor oil, to help your hair growth, okay? Yep. You're welcome. If you ever need any more hair advice, let me know. I'm your girl, okay? Okay, bye. Love you. Love you. Bye. hi, come back anytime.